At the start of the drama, we see Ding Ding, who has come to the doctor. That doctor is the male lead of the drama, whose name is Shen. He tells her, if you want to stop this disease from progressing, you will have to get surgery soon. Hearing this, Ding Ding says, is it necessary to get the surgery? Shen says, this is the best way to get rid of your disease. When Ding Ding is leaving, Dr. Shen notices a cat badge on her bag. In the next scene, Ding is with another lady doctor, and she is talking about Dr. Shen. She says, he is such a good person, and handsome and hot too. Just then, Ding gets a call from the office where something has gone wrong, so she rushes to her office. Actually, someone had tried to steal her company's data, so Ding, using her mind, saves the company's data from being stolen. Because of this, all the employees were very stressed, so she treats all the employees. Just then, she gets a call from a boy named Chen, whom Ding likes. He is abroad, and he tells Ding, I'm coming back, so organize a party for me, because I have to announce something at the company. After this, Ding goes to her childhood friend, Feng. She asks him, what will Chen announce when he comes to the office? Feng says, he will surely propose marriage to you, or he will ask you for an engagement. Ding didn't think he would do something like that, but even so, she becomes very happy hearing this. On the other side, Dr. Shen is with his cat Nana because he lives alone with his cat. The next day, Chen is about to come to the office, so Ding has gone to try on dresses for herself. Just then, she comes out having tried on a wedding dress in which she was looking very beautiful. Her friend Feng had also come shopping with her. He goes outside, but Ding doesn't notice at all because she is lost only in thoughts of Chen. Just then, she suddenly sees Dr. Shen there and falls, and her sandals end up in Shen's hand. When she is putting her sandal back on, Dr. Shen holds her hand because the dress was a bit too long. The two of them are just looking at each other when Ding gets a call from her dad. Her mom and dad are shocked seeing her wedding dress, and they think Ding is going to get married. So she tells them, maybe Chen is going to propose to me, but I just put on this dress for no particular reason. After this, Shen takes the cat badge from Ding's bag, and Ding gives it to him because she makes these things herself. After this, Ding is coming out of the lift, thinking about Chen. Just then, she sees Chen with his ex-girlfriend, Wang. Wang and Chen were very close, and seeing this makes Ding feel very bad. After this, Chen makes an announcement at the office. Ding thinks he is going to propose to her, but he was making the announcement to bring his ex-girlfriend back to join the company. What's more, he gives all the credit for the company to Wang instead of Ding, even though Ding had done all the hard work. After this, he tells Ding, Wang is a celebrity. Her joining will bring a lot of profit to our company. Ding becomes very sad about this, and just then, Dr. Shen sees her. He gives her ice cream to eat and says, this will fix your mood. Seeing this, Ding is shocked and thinks, how does he know that I'm sad? After this, Ding brings food for Chen. Just then, she again sees him with his ex-girlfriend, and she becomes even sadder. Then, coming back the next day, she tells him to break up, and she also resigns from the company. Her friend Feng tries to stop her, but she still doesn't stop. After this, Ding goes to the hospital for her surgery, where Dr. Shen gives her a form and asks, is there a family member with you? But there was no one with Ding. Just then, Feng arrives there, but she had already signed the papers. After this, her surgery begins. Within a while, the surgery is complete, and Dr. Shen tells her, you will have to come again after a week. You will need to get checkups from time to time. And don't take any stress at all. After this, we see a lady doctor named Shu at the hospital, who liked Dr. Shen. She had been working with Shen for quite some time. Actually, she has liked Shen since their college days. At night, Ding is eating noodles that she made when she suddenly gets a big order because she makes pet toys. Because of this order coming in, her mood also gets better. Just then, she gets a call from the hospital, asking about her health. This call had been arranged by Dr. Shen at the hospital, but here, Ding was waiting for Chen's call. Meanwhile, Shen was also waiting for the call from the hospital. They tell him that Ding is completely fine. In the next scene, we see Shen's sister, Wei. Shen comes into her room. Her room was completely messy. She had gone abroad to study, but she has just now come back, but she had come here secretly. Shen tells her to go home, but she doesn't go. Then Shen asks her, will you keep running away like this forever? Wei grabs his feet and says, brother, I want to open a studio. So Shen takes her along with him. On the way, Shen spots Ding at a bus stop, getting drenched in the rain. So Shen makes her sit in his car. Then he takes her to the hospital, because the place where her surgery had been done had gotten wet. He does her checkup and was taking care of her very lovingly. Seeing this, his sister Wei is also shocked because Shen never treats any other patient of his like this. Now Ding's clothes had gotten wet in the rain, so Shen gives her his coat. Ding tells him, I'll wash it and give it back to you. As she is leaving, Ding also takes Wei's number. When Ding is at her house, a parcel arrives for her. In that parcel was the very same wedding dress that she had tried on. She didn't even know who had sent it, but seeing it makes her very emotional. On the other side, after coming home, Shen's sister praises Ding a lot in front of him and says, Ding is exactly the kind of girl you like. Completely simple. Then, having washed her hands of the matter, she keeps pestering Shen about it. She also gives Shen Ding's number. Just then, a flashback is shown where we see Shen and his sister Wei when they were both young, right when their mom had passed away. Shen is walking away from there, getting drenched in the rain. Just then, a girl comes to him with an umbrella, and Shen's eyes open wide. On the other side, we see Ding, whom Chen comes to visit. As soon as he arrives, he sees the wedding dress, and he thinks that Ding still likes him, meaning the two of them could get married. But it wasn't anything like what he was thinking. Then Chen goes to talk to Ding, but she doesn't talk to him. Chen also apologizes to her for his mistake. Just then, he notices Shen's coat at Ding's house, but Ding tells him, "This belongs to my friend." Then he leaves from there. On the other side, we see Shen, who has come to meet a boy named Gao. Gao goes on dates with different girls every day, and he also tells them to get surgery so that they look better because he is a plastic surgeon. In the next scene, Ding's mom and dad come to meet her, which makes her very happy. Just then, Dr. Shen also comes there to meet her. He starts talking with her parents, which Ding doesn't like at all, so she takes her parents away from there. At night, she is talking to her parents on a video call, but her parents start talking about Shen there too and say, "Shen is a very good boy. You should forget about Chen now." But Ding didn't want to talk about it at all, so she hangs up the phone. And along with that, she also deletes Chen's photo. After this, Chen and Wang go to a restaurant where Wang asks him about Ding. "Do you still like Ding?" To this, Chen says yes. Hearing this, Wang doesn't like it at all, but she doesn't show it. Just then, Chen tells her, "She has grown distant from me because I'm always caught up in work." To this, Wang says, "You should go to her once and explain things to her." After this, we see Ding. The order she had gotten for the toys was now complete, so she tells him she'll have it delivered, but the person who had placed the order tells her, "I'll come myself to pick up the order." In the next scene, Wang calls Ding to a restaurant and says, "I want to tell you something." Just then, Chen arrives there with flowers and a ring, because he was going to propose to Ding. He does propose to her, but Ding is just thinking, he always only thinks about his ex and he'll keep doing the same thing going forward too. Thinking this, she turns down his proposal. Seeing this, Chen feels very bad, but Ding knew he would never change. He would get busy with his work again and stay with his ex. Then she starts to leave from there. Chen tries very hard to stop her, but she had already made her decision. On the other side, we see Shen and his sister who wanted to start her new cafe. Just then, Shen spots Ding there, who was crying. So he goes over to her, but seeing him, Ding tries to act normal. The two of them are walking and talking together when suddenly a bicycle is about to hit Ding, but Shen grabs her and saves her. Chen sees the two of them together. He comes up to them and asks angrily, who is this guy? Before Ding can say anything, Chen pulls her away. So Shen grabs Chen's hand and tells him, "Are you out of your mind? Don't you even know that she just had surgery and you're hurting her?" Then he tells him, "I'm her doctor." Hearing this, Chen says, "Your doctor's a guy?" To this, Ding says, "What are you even saying?" Because she didn't know Chen was this narrow-minded. After this, Chen leaves from there. Then Ding starts picking up her things and Shen helps her with it. But Ding didn't want his help at all, so she yells at him too and leaves from there. At night, Shen messages Ding to say sorry. Ding says, "I should be the one saying sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that." After this, we see Gao, who is sitting with a girl at a restaurant. He talks to this girl too, the same way he talks to all the other girls, meaning in a flirty way. But the girl leaves from there. Just then, Wei also arrives there, and she starts spraying him with water from a water gun because she has liked him for a long time, but he doesn't give her any attention. On the other side, Shen is going to Ding's place. Ding asks him, "What are you doing here?" Actually, Shen had come to pick up his order, meaning the order that had come to Ding had actually been placed by Wei. So Shen tells her, "This is my sister's order." Hearing this, Ding takes him to her house where all her things were scattered around. On the other side, Wei had brought Gao to show him her cafe, which she had newly opened, but she lies to him. "Today, we're going to break into the shop and steal something." Hearing this, Gao says, "What are you saying, crazy girl? Do you want to get us killed?" Then she says, "I was just joking. This is actually my own cafe." Ding goes inside to look at something, and when she comes back, she sees that Shen has cleaned her entire room. Seeing this, she is shocked. Then Shen tells her, "I really don't like a messy room." He also tells her, "My sister really likes your toys." Then Ding shows him a photo of her cat who has now passed away and says, "I got the inspiration to make the toy from her." Hearing this, Shen tells her, "There's a cat at my place too, named Nana. My sister likes her a lot, so I have to take care of that cat." Then Shen takes his things and leaves from there. He had also left a note at Ding's house about how she should take care of herself after the surgery. Going home, Shen is looking at those things when his sister Wei comes there and asks him, "Brother, where did you get this from?" To this, Shen says, "You already know her." So Wei thinks about it, and she realizes it's Ding. The next day, Ding goes to Shen for her checkup. After the checkup, he says, there's still a little discomfort right now, but it will get better. Then Ding asks him, will there be surgery scars on my body? He says if you apply the medicine properly, that won't happen. Just then, Ding notices a pillow she had made on his chair. Shen tells her, I got this from Wei. Just then Wei comes there bringing food for him. Shen tells her, you've put the food down. Now you can go. Then Wei tells him, brother, you said you would take me shopping. But Shen says, no, I'm very busy today. So then Wei takes Ding along to go shopping instead. And Gao also comes there with his car. On the other side, we see Wang, who comes to the hospital to meet Shen and tells him, don't let go of Ding. Actually, she wants to be with Chen, but she can't tell Chen directly to stay away from Ding. That's why she's telling Shen to date Ding. On the other side, Wei asks Ding, where do you make these toys of yours? To this, Ding says, I make them at my house. Then Wei tells her, you can use the floor above my new store for this work. Then she takes her to her store. Once there, Ding asks her, is that boy with the car your boyfriend? To this, Wei says, no, I like him, but he thinks of me as just a little kid. In the next scene, Ding is at her house. She is looking at the designs she has made and thinking about Wei, because Wei had really liked her pet toys. Meanwhile, on the other side, Chen and Wang are together. There was going to be a meeting today, for which Chen asks Wang to come along with him. Hearing this, Wang becomes very happy. In the next scene, Wei and Shen are having breakfast together. Then Wei tells him, Ding has broken up with her boyfriend, and I know you like Ding. I've given her the floor above my store, so you can meet her every day. After this, she tells him, I've run out of all my money. I need a little money. So Shen asks her, how much money do you need? Wei says, I need 1 lakh. Before Shen can say anything, Wei says, yes, I'll wash the dishes. On the other side, after the meeting is over, when Chen and Wang are leaving, Wang starts to feel unwell because she had also had an operation some time ago. So Chen takes her to the hospital. Then he goes to Wang and says, sorry, I let you drink. She says, it's not your fault at all, and asks him, do you still think about Ding? To this, Chen doesn't say anything further. Dr. Shen is also at that same hospital. He finds out something, so he calls Chen over to talk. He tells him, do you know that Wang has already had an operation once before? Because she was pregnant, with your child too. Have you told Ding about this? Hearing this, Chen gets angry, and he grabs Shen's collar and says, what's going on between you and Ding? To this, Shen says, there's nothing like that, we're just friends. Chen starts behaving rudely with him, but Shen still doesn't say anything back. Then Chen says, Ding is my girlfriend. To this, Shen says, hey, you idiot, she's your ex, not your girlfriend. Hearing this, Chen gets angry, but Shen walks away from there. Meanwhile at home, Ding is calculating her money because she needed to start her own work. Just then, Chen comes to her house and he had had way too much to drink. He tells her, I was just helping Wang out, you've got us all wrong. Then he also tells her about Wang's pregnancy, that because of him, her baby didn't survive. Then he tells Ding, I will never leave you, but just then, a call from Wang comes on his phone. Seeing this, Ding tells him to leave, so he goes. The next day, Shen comes to his sister's cafe. Just then, Ding also arrives there with her things. Wei sees that she had been carrying a very heavy box, so she says, you shouldn't be lifting such a heavy box. You just had surgery. After this, she tells her, you should have come a little earlier. Brother was just here, but he left. Then she asks Ding straight out, do you like my brother? But Ding says, there's nothing like that. I only go to the hospital for my checkups. After this, Wei takes her to show her the floor upstairs. When Ding is heading back home, it starts raining on the way. So, to take shelter, she goes into a library and starts reading a book. Shen spots her and also goes into the same library. He sees that Ding has fallen asleep while reading the book there. So he takes the book from her hand and sits there reading it himself. Some time passes like this and the rain stops. Just then, Ding wakes up. Seeing Shen there, she asks him, what are you doing here? Shen says, I just came here to read a book. By the way, how are you feeling now? To this, Ding says, I'm fine now. I even lifted a really heavy box today. Then Shen tells her, don't make a mistake like that again. It could hurt you. Then the two of them come home with their things because Ding's mom and dad were coming over today. Ding thanks him and Shen says, we're friends, aren't we? So why are you saying thanks? Hearing this, she says, shocked, aren't we just doctor and patient? Then Shen sees Ding's cat toy, and it reminds him of a scene from his childhood in a flashback where he had run away from his mom's funeral and a girl had saved him from a car. Then Shen had hugged her and started crying, and that girl had given him her cat toy. That's why he kept looking at Ding's cat toy again and again. Seeing this, he tells Ding, you've helped me once before too. After this, he starts to leave, but just then, Ding's parents arrive there. They are shocked to see Shen with Ding. Then they don't let Shen leave from there, and they ask him to eat with them too. While they are all eating together, her parents ask, "Are you two dating?" So Ding starts trying to quiet them down and says, "We're just friends." On the other side, Wang and Chen are together. Here we find out that Wang was pregnant with Chen's child, who is no longer in this world. That is the only reason Chen was helping her. Then he tells her, "I can't do anything more for you than this." In the next scene, Ding's parents are leaving from there. As she's leaving, her mom tells her, "Oi, you should like some boy now. Dr. Shen is a very good boy for you." But Ding brushes off her comment. When she goes inside, she finds a credit card there, which her dad had kept for her. Seeing this, she becomes very emotional. On the other side, when Shen reaches home, his sister Wei asks him, "Brother, where did you go?" He tells her, I was at Ding's place, and her mom and dad had also come there. Hearing this, Wei becomes very happy. Then she kisses her cat and says, "Looks like sister-in-law's on her way." The next day, Ding is with Wei. Just then, she gets another order, which makes her very happy. That person sends her an address and tells her to come right away. Seeing this, Ding goes to meet that person. When she reaches that place, she finds Wang there. Wang asks her to play a badminton match. When she starts playing, she starts feeling a lot of pain because she had just had surgery. She sits down from the pain, and just then, Wang comes and helps her up. After this, Wang tells her, "I want to date Chen again." Hearing this, Ding is shocked and says, "How many times have you hurt Chen? Why are you after him again?" Wang says, "I want to start fresh with Chen." Here, Ding also finds out that Wang was pregnant with Chen's child. After this, Wang leaves from there. Then Ding goes to Shen for her checkup. Shen tells her, "Why did you play badminton in that condition?" Ding says, "Because I didn't want to lose." Hearing this, he asks, "Did you do all this because of Chen?" She says, "No." After this, Shen writes her a prescription and gives it to her. Then they just go to a restaurant to eat. There, Shen tells Ding, "You shouldn't eat food that's too spicy." He was taking a lot of care of her. Meanwhile, a girl had come on a date with Gao. Seeing the two of them, she starts saying, isn't she Shen's patient? Then why is he taking so much care of her?" To this, Shen says, "No, she's my friend." Wei was also getting very angry at that girl, so she starts saying indirectly, "I don't know why some people get jealous of everything." After this, Ding has come to Wei's store. Just then, Shen also arrives there and closes the gate. He asks Ding, "Where is Wei gone?" She tells him she's gone out for some work. Just then, Wei arrives there, but the store's gate won't open for her because the gate had broken and had automatically locked. Seeing this, Wei becomes happy and thinks, "It's good. The two of them will be together. And since they're locked in together, something romantic is bound to happen." So, saying she'll go get help, she runs off from there. Some time passes like this, and the two of them start talking. Then it becomes night, and Shen brings a cake to the table. The two of them start eating the cake together, and just then, some cake gets on Ding's lips. Shen starts to wipe her lips clean, but he becomes very nervous. So he makes an excuse about the washroom and leaves from there. But he was so nervous that he kept bumping into things as he left. Seeing this makes Ding laugh. After this, the two of them lie down there to sleep because they couldn't go outside. While Ding was sleeping, her hand was about to touch Shen's. Shen also thinks about holding her hand, but then he stops himself. In the next scene, we see Chen, who is riding in a car with his colleague. Just then, Chen calls Ding and finds out that Ding has gone on a blind date. Hearing this, Chen doesn't like it at all. On the other side, Ding had gone on the blind date, and her mom had told her to go there. In the next scene, Ding's friend Feng comes to her house. Ding was crying at that time. Seeing this, Feng gets worried, but she was actually crying while watching a drama. After this, Feng takes her outside with him, and outside they end up drinking quite a lot. Gao and Shen were also at that same bar, and they spot them. So Shen brings Ding back to her house. In the morning, when Ding wakes up, she thinks, "I hope I didn't do something wrong last night while drunk." Meanwhile, Shen was still at Ding's house. He starts making breakfast for her. Just then, Ding gets a call from her parents, who were sending her on another blind date. So Ding tells them, "I'm in a relationship with Dr. Shen." Shen also hears this. So Ding tells him, "I'll show my mom and dad a fake relationship with you." Shen agrees to this. Ding had done all this because her mom and dad kept sending her on blind dates again and again, and she didn't want to go there at all. But her mom sends her on a blind date anyway, where that man starts pursuing her relentlessly. But just then, Shen arrives there and takes her away. While he's taking Ding away, she gets injured in her foot. So Shen picks her up in his arms and starts carrying her away, which makes Ding very nervous, but deep down, she was also very happy. After this, Shen drops her off at her house. Ding thanks him. He says, "This is just what boyfriends do, right?" Hearing this, Ding thinks Shen is just saying all this as a joke. Before leaving, the two of them hug each other. Meanwhile, Chen sees them together and leaves from there angrily. After this, he drinks quite a lot and starts looking at photos of himself and Ding. Just then, some photos of Wang come up in front of him too, so he starts looking at those as well. On the other side, we see Ding. The customer who had placed her order tells her to cancel it, so her mood gets very bad. Meanwhile, Wang starts provoking Chen so that he will give up on Ding. She says, if Ding can be with someone else, then why can't you? After this, Ding tells Wei, I had gotten an order, but then they canceled it. It's why my mood is very bad. Shen also hears this, so he takes Ding to his medical college where he tells her to display the things she has made. After this, he leaves from there. Shen himself sends the very first customer to buy Ding's things. After that, a crowd of customers gathers there. When Shen comes back to her, Ding becomes very happy. At night, we see Gao, whom a girl was bothering. He asks Wei to help him out. As soon as Wei arrives there, Gao just keeps staring at her. After this, Wei tells him, I helped you, so now you'll have to help me too. The next day, Ding's store has its opening. Gao was standing outside dressed as a teddy bear. Just then, Chen's secretary arrives there and starts calling out for Ding. Gao and Shen try to stop him, but he shoves both of them aside. Just then, Ding arrives there too. Then Shen says in front of everyone, this is my girlfriend. After this, he kisses Ding and takes her away with him from there. Seeing this makes Ding very happy. Then, Ding takes her hand and leads her to the side. Then Ding asks, we're just putting on an act, right? To this, Shen says, yes, I know. At night, Wei is putting medicine on Shen's wound. She says, you should really tell her that you like her. But Shen doesn't say anything. The next day, we see Shen at Ding's house again. Ding's mom and dad had also come there. The two of them start pestering Shen and say, you should marry Ding. Then they ask Shen, why did you decide to become a doctor? To this, Shen tells them, a member of my family died from cancer. That's why I decided to become a doctor. While coming back, Shen asks Ding, how long is this act of ours going to go on? After this, we see Shen at his house. Wei is explaining to him how he should behave with Ding. She says, if Ding likes you, she'll give you some kind of hint too. Hearing this, Shen remembers what Ding had said, that now that her mom and dad are happy, it's fine to keep things as they are for now. Shen feels that maybe Ding also feels something for him. Just then, Wei gives him a book and tells him that it explains how to pretend to be a boyfriend. On the other side, Ding is sleeping and having a dream in which she is getting married to Chen. Just then, Shen arrives there and takes Ding away from there. But when Ding looks at his face, Shen's face looked like a cat's. So she wakes up, scared. After this, Shen comes to Wei's store where he tells Wei, call your boss. You act up way too much. But when he finds out that Shen is her brother, he leaves from there. Wei tells him to throw the flowers outside. When Ding arrives there, she likes those flowers, so she picks them up and brings them into the store. She finds a note in them that reads, you can love whoever you want to love. Below it, the name written was Chen. Just then, Wei starts telling her, so now, you and my brother are in a relationship, right? To this, Ding says, no, we're just pretending. Saying this, she goes outside. After this, Shen remembers that Wei had told him to go to Ding's house and talk to her. So, remembering this, he goes to meet Ding. The two of them go to a restaurant. Ding is just about to say something when someone there faints. So Shen starts helping her and brings the girl back to consciousness. While heading back, Ding tells him, my life has been going well for some time now. Then Shen says, ever since you came into my life has been going really well too. On the other side, Chen is lying down, thinking only about Ding. Just then, Wang comes to meet him outside, but Shen doesn't go to meet her, so she leaves from there. Then Shen goes to drop Ding off at home. And just then, he tells her, I've started liking you. But Ding says, I'm not ready for this right now. To this, he says, it's okay. Think it over and let me know. I'll wait for your reply. After this, going home, he tells Wei about this. Hearing this, Wei becomes happy, but she was sad that Ding still hadn't given any answer. On the other side, while Chen is in a meeting, he gets a call from Wang, but Chen doesn't reply to her. Later, Wang's mom calls him and tells him Wang has fainted. On the other side, Ding is thinking, I should turn Shen down right now because I don't want to get into a new relationship right now. Meanwhile, when Gao finds out that Shen has proposed to someone, he becomes very happy. But Lady Dr. Shu wasn't happy about this at all because she likes Shen. After this, Feng and Ding go to a fortune teller. That lady tells them things that have already happened to them so far. She also tells Ding, a new love has come into your life. You should accept it. Actually, Feng had paid that girl to say all this because he also wanted Ding to say yes to Shen. On the other side, Chen goes to meet Wang because she had slipped and fallen in the bathroom. Wang's mom tells him, don't leave Wang alone in this condition. Saying this, she starts crying. When Wang regains consciousness, she tells Chen, I just want to be with you one last time. Then we'll go our separate ways. The next morning, Wei calls Ding and tells her to come to the store, but Ding says, I'm feeling a little unwell, so I can't come. Meanwhile, Chen goes out with Wang. Wang wanted to go around on a bus, so he takes her by bus. The two of them go to a restaurant. Shen had come to that same restaurant with the Lady Dr. Shu. Shu asks him, have you ever thought about me? To this, Shen says, we're just friends. After this, we see Gao and Shen at the gym. Gao was pedaling the bicycle so fast it looked like he would just run off with it. Shen is watching all this and asks him what happened. Gao says, I'm worried about Wei. I just care about her like a sister, nothing more than that. Meanwhile, Ding, together with Feng, makes a plan to expose her boss, Miu. Everyone was speaking against Miu, which makes him very angry. In the next scene, Ding goes to the hospital to meet Shen, where she sees Shu hugging him. Seeing this, she doesn't like it at all, so as she's leaving, she kisses Shen because she was very jealous. Seeing this, Shu doesn't like it at all, but Shen is very happy. On the other side, Wei was hanging out with that same doctor and Gao is watching the two of them secretly. Shen had gotten tired from a lot of work, so he is resting at the hospital and falls asleep. Just then, Shu comes there and tries to kiss him while he's sleeping. But just as she gets close to him, the other doctors arrive there, so seeing them, she runs away from there. In the next scene, Ding brings a gift for Shen, but just then she sees Shu putting a tie on Shen. Seeing this makes her very angry and she leaves from there. After this, she drinks way too much, but Shen brings her home. In the next scene, Ding and Shen are going to the library together. Just then, they run into Shu there too, but Shen takes Ding and moves ahead. Then the two of them sit together, and Ding takes his photo. While sitting there, the two of them are also messaging each other. Shu sits there staring at the two of them the whole time. So Shen takes Ding away from there with him, because he needed some book. As Shu is going outside, she starts talking to someone on a call. Ding overhears their conversation and finds out that Shu likes Shen. On the other side, Gao is sitting at a bar, drinking. He calls Shen and asks him to come because he didn't even have a room to live in anymore, because that doctor had taken all of his customers away. That same doctor was also at that bar, enjoying himself with Wei. Just then, a girl comes and starts clinging to Gao, so Wei also comes over there. Actually, Gao had no interest at all in clinging to girls, and he was only getting them talked into surgery so he could get customers. But now, since his work wasn't going well, he had no interest at all in talking to girls. Just then, Wei also arrives there, and the two of them end up drinking way too much. Then Gao takes her along with him. In the next scene, Ding goes to a seminar. On the other side, we see Shen, whom Shu proposes to. She says, I like you, and then hugs him. Ding sees this. Just then, Shen pushes her away and tells Shu, the day my mom died, I met a girl, and I've loved her ever since. Hearing this, Ding realizes he's talking about her because it was Ding herself who had told him back in childhood, cry it out and lighten your heart. In the next scene, Gao was looking for a house for himself. Just then, Shen comes to meet him, so Gao says, since when did houses get this expensive? When I graduated, houses used to be so much cheaper. Seeing his distress, Shen brings Gao to live at his own house. Seeing this, Wei tells him to leave from there. So Shen says, he's our tenant, and he'll pay us rent. But Wei still gets angry. But she was just putting on this whole act because deep down she was very happy that Gao had come. Then Gao tells her, I'll be out of here soon, so you won't have any problem. In the next scene, Shen goes to Ding's house, and just then, her mom and dad suddenly arrive there. So, seeing them, Ding quickly hides Shen. But her mom and dad end up finding Shen there anyway, so they start talking with him. On the other side, Wei is sitting in her store with that same doctor. Just then, Gao arrives there, grabs her hand, and takes her outside, but he can't say anything to her and leaves from there. But Wei was very happy seeing this, that Gao had held her hand. Meanwhile, Ding gets a video call from her mom and dad and they say, we want to meet Shen's parents. But Ding refuses and then cuts the call. Just then, Ding remembers Shen had told her, I only want to marry you. Thinking about this makes her very happy. On the other side, Gao is lying around at home. So Wei comes to him and says, you lie around at home the whole day. Why don't you go to your work? On the other side, Shen goes to meet Ding again, and as soon as he arrives, he kisses her. But just then, his mom arrives there, so he quickly hides. Then Ding goes to the market with her mom, and Shen shows up there too. Just then, her mom comes between them again, so Shen runs off from there again. The next time Shen comes, his mom finally sees him. Meanwhile, Gao gathers the courage to tell Wei what's in his heart, but again, he can't manage to tell her. Meanwhile, Shen and Ding go to Ding's mom and dad to talk about their marriage. On the other side, Gao goes to Wei's cafe and says, my work isn't going well, just make me a waiter at your cafe. But Wei doesn't talk to him nicely. Just then, the other doctor also arrives there and Wei talks to him nicely. That doctor says, I've come here to ask you out on a date. Hearing this, Gao gets jealous and he deliberately spills coffee on the doctor. After he leaves, Wei starts looking at the flowers Gao had given her, and she likes them. On the other side, Shen also goes to talk to his mom and dad about the marriage, but his dad was worried about whether Ding is the right girl for him or not. The next morning, Gao sees a vacancy sign outside Wei's cafe and goes inside to apply. Ding spots him there and tells Wei, hire him. So Wei gives him the job. Then Gao does all the work there and even does the cleaning. Seeing him do so much work makes Wei feel a little bad. In the next scene, Gao and Wei are eating together. There, Wei tries to make him laugh and says, look, you're laughing. In the next scene, Shen's and Ding's families both go to the market together to do shopping for the wedding. Meanwhile, Gao was working at Wei's shop. Just then, Feng comes there with a girl whose face had some issue. He asked Gao to fix it. Gao could have done it, but he didn't have any medical supplies with him anymore. So Wei takes her to her brother's hospital. There, Gao brings a cake for Wei. Then Wei tells him, if you love me, Then why don't you say so? But Gao still can't say anything, so Wei gets angry and leaves. In the next scene, Wei has gone to her mom's grave because it was her death anniversary today. Just then, her dad also arrives there. Seeing him, she is shocked because until now, she had thought of her dad as a very bad person. And even now, she thinks he's just putting on an act. On the other side, Gao rejoins the hospital. In the next scene, Shen finds out that his mom had written a letter before she died and that this was the reason for their divorce. But Wei was still angry at her dad because he hadn't shown them that letter for so many years, but he had only done this because he didn't want to trouble them. Shen explains to her it was dad's helplessness. Just then, Wei suddenly starts having chest pain, so Shen tells her to get a checkup. When she was at home, Gao was also with her, and Wei accidentally falls on top of him. In the next scene, having planned everything, Shen proposes to Ding, but Ding refuses because she had cancer, so she leaves from there. On the other side, at home, Gao sees Wei, whose chest was still hurting, but she still hadn't gotten her checkup done. Gao tells her, if you're in pain, then go to the hospital. Meanwhile, Shen goes to meet Ding, but she was ignoring him. After this, Ding goes to get her checkup done, where the doctor tells her, your life is in danger. Finding this out makes Ding very sad. Just then, Shen arrives there and asks, you turned me down because of the cancer, right? She says, yes. Then Shen tells her, by mistake, you were given someone else's report. That means you don't have cancer. Finding this out makes Ding very happy and she hugs him. But after this, a big twist comes. Shen finds out that the cancer report actually belongs to his own sister, Wei. Seeing this, he becomes very sad. But Wei still hadn't seen her report yet. Wei goes to Shen and says, I have the same cancer that our mom had too, don't I? But don't worry, I won't be scared at all. Don't tell Gao about any of this. After this, Shen tells this to their dad, which makes him very sad. On the other side, Gao goes to Wei, but Wei doesn't talk to him because she wants to leave him because of the cancer. So she angrily tells him, I hate you so much, please get out of my house right now. Hearing this, Gao becomes very sad and leaves from there. Watching him leave makes Wei very sad too. After this, Gao goes to Ding, where Ding tells him, if you still don't tell Wei what's in your heart, it'll be too late. But Gao says, Wei likes a doctor, not me. Just then, Gao gets a call from that same doctor, who calls him over to meet. So he goes to him and says, you must have called me here to fight. But the doctor tells him everything about Wei, including about her cancer. Meanwhile, Wei's dad comes to meet her and makes soup for her with his own hands and hugs her. Seeing this makes Wei very emotional. Then, as her dad is about to leave, Gao comes running over there and, overjoyed, says to her, will you be my girlfriend? Just then, Gao looks to his side. His dad was sitting in the car, so he tells Wei's dad, I like Wei, but she goes inside. Gao also goes inside and starts calling out to her because Wei had locked herself in a room. Wei tells him, I'm a crazy girl, just leave from here. Then Gao says, yes, I know you have cancer. So Wei says, I don't want to be a burden on you. To this, Gao says, I want you to be a burden on me. I won't mind it at all. Then she says, but you never liked girls like me. To this, Gao says, but I like them now. Then she says, but you like Shu, don't you? So Gao says, I just hadn't realized that I've always only liked you. Then Wei opens the door and bites Gao's hand and says, if you ever leave me again, I'll bite you just like this. Then Gao hugs her. In the next scene, we see Shen and Ding at the hospital, where Chen's assistant tells them Chen has had an accident. Hearing this, Ding calls Wang, but her call doesn't go through. Even though she had broken up with Chen, he was still her friend, so she was worried about him. In the next scene, a man comes to Shen and tells him, if you don't save my wife, I'll kill you. On the other side, Chen's condition was also very bad, but eventually he regains consciousness. Even though he had regained consciousness, he couldn't remember anything yet. When Shen sees Ding taking such good care of Chen, he doesn't like it at all, and he becomes very jealous. Now Wei's operation was about to happen, so she tells Gao, don't worry at all, I'll be fine. My brother will handle everything. The next day, Wei disappears. Gao starts searching for her everywhere. He finds Wei at one spot. After this, Wei's operation happens, and she becomes completely fine. Seeing this makes Gao and everyone else very happy. In the next scene, Shen goes home and sees that Ding has fallen asleep on the sofa. So he picks her up and lays her down on her bed, and he also lies down and sleeps next to her. After this, he tells Ding, I'm going to America to study. Hearing this, Ding becomes a little sad. But Ding had just signed a contract with a company, so Shen refuses to take her along with him because he wanted Ding to fulfill her dreams. Because of this, a small fight breaks out between the two of them. The next morning, when Ding goes to the hospital, she sees that Chen has left from there, gone somewhere. On the other side, Shen and Gao were waiting for him at the airport because Shen was leaving for America today. On the other side, Chen had gone to Wang because he was missing her. Wang sees him and, overcome with emotion, hugs him. After this, Ding rushes to the airport, but by then, Shen had already left from there. Seeing this, Ding comes back. Some time passes like this and Ding felt very bad that she had gotten late that day, so she couldn't meet Shen one last time. On the other side, Gao was very happy with Wei, and Chen was also happy with Wang. Now time passes like this, and during this period, Ding would always get a message online from someone who would always ask how she was doing, whose ID was Love is Deep. Then the day comes for Shen to return, so Wei and Ding quickly go to the airport to pick him up. But after arriving, Shen doesn't talk to Ding properly at all and goes straight to the hospital with Shu. Then Wei goes to Shen and angrily says, "Why did you ignore Ding?" Shen tells her, "I'm Love is Deep. I'm the one who's been talking to Ding through that same ID." After this, he goes to Ding's house, but this time Ding doesn't talk to him properly and says, "You ignored me right there at the airport." Then Shen tells her, "I'm Love is Deep." Hearing this, she gets very angry at him. So Shen hugs her. After this, Shen tells her, "The very first time I saw you, that's when I started liking you." Then he proposes to Ding once again, and this time, Ding says yes to him. So Shen puts the ring on her. And with this, the drama gets a happy ending. By the way, be sure to tell us in the comments which of the 3 couples you liked best. Thanks for watching.